Well, something that you might be struggling with right now is the feeling of discouragement, of turning on the news, going on the internet day after day and seeing one tragic story after another, more pain, more wickedness, more arguing, more divisiveness going on in our world. And sometimes it feels just like it's too much. And we can feel discouraged because we feel helpless as Christians, as followers of Jesus. What are we supposed to do in response to all of this? What difference can I make? And Satan loves to sow that doubt into our hearts and our minds, because then we take ourselves out of the mission of God and we say, oh, there's no point. It's all helpless. I can't make a big enough difference. And we can want to give up. We can feel so discouraged. We go, what's the point of praying? What's the point of doing that? What's the point of serving? What's the point of sharing the gospel? Because look at how much stuff and pain and hurt and evil and wickedness is happening in our world. And so I want to share a verse from 1 John, which was written by one of Jesus's closest disciples, the Apostle John, and he shares a word with us to encourage us. And the beautiful thing about this passage is that it connects to the Gospel of John. In the Gospel of John, John says about Jesus that he is the light of the world. He is the light that shines in the darkness. And then later on in the Gospel of John, Jesus goes on and teaches his followers that they are to take heart. Another way of saying it is to be encouraged, to not give up when things in the world are not going our way, when things in the world are filled with all kinds of hurt and evil and wickedness and sin. Because Jesus has overcome all of that. Jesus has overcome the world. And so with that in mind, the Apostle John writes in a letter to the church, he says, the one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world. The one who is in you, Jesus, who is the light shining in the darkness, Jesus, who is the one who has overcome the world, even though it feels so overwhelming to us. He is the one who dwells in you. He is the one who is living in you, giving you peace and joy and grace and forgiveness. He is the one guiding your decisions and your steps. So you and I can take heart. We can be encouraged. We can keep working. We can keep doing the things that God has called us to do, to love others, to forgive, to share the gospel, to tell others about Jesus, despite everything going on around us. Because the one who is the light in the darkness, the one who has overcome the world, dwells in us, and he is greater than the evil one in the world. And so there's nothing that can stand in our way. There is nothing that can stop the mission of the church, of sharing the good news of Jesus, because he is greater than all the brokenness that we see. And so you and I, as followers of Jesus, as Christians, can keep going, can keep working, can keep doing the good that God calls us to do. You and I can fight against that discouragement because we have Jesus. And one of the great joys that we have as Christians is to share Jesus with the world, to help them see that they don't have to stay in their sin, their guilt, their shame, their hurts or their pains or their brokenness, because Jesus is for them as well. And so my hope and prayer for you is that you would not give up. That we're going to have feelings of discouragement because of what is going on in our lives and in the world. But you and I can take heart. We can keep going. We can keep working, because Jesus, who is the light of the world, who shines in the darkness, Jesus, the one who has overcome the world, lives in us, and he is greater than the one who is in the world. God's peace to you.